Hello, everybody. It's Eliz-sha from wisdomseekers.net, and we're here today with live for water, which includes Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for December 1st to the 7th, 2019. And let's just jump in and start. And the first card I pulled was to rebuild, and it seems. I don't think it's rebuilding in the sense of rebuilding from scratch, because this week it appears that we have done a leveling up, and so it's rebuilding from where we were before to the new level. So it is a rebuilding. It is a brand new. Way of. And sometimes it's a brand new way of thinking. It's a brand new way of comprehending. But we have to adjust to it. We have to figure out what's new. We have to find out how our energy has shifted, and how what was a truth last week is no longer a truth now, and what the new truth is. So yes, it is a form of rebuilding. And the first card I have is the Chariot, which is major arcana. And the Chariot is all about balance. And it's balance, being in balance, not necessarily staying in balance, because even the best of us, and I'm talking about the masters, they don't always stay in balance. It's what they do with themselves being out of balance. How do they deal with being out of balance, and how do they pull themselves back into balance? And it's also a card of keeping on doing what you have been doing, because it is actually getting you to the place where you want to be. And the card that covers it is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a card of the energy being really positive and uplifting, but at the same time grounded or balanced. So I guess this week is all of the week about balancing, being in balance. And what is behind us is the Four of Pentacles. And that's a case of having been in a position of being rigid and not bending, of being rigid and not bending, of not being capable of seeing other visions of other sides. And there's always another side, whether it's a good side or a bad side, if there's such thing as good or bad. We're not going to go too hypothetical, but it's being able to see a different side. And having had the necessity, it's the Nine of Wands, having had the necessity of protecting that which is yours, and feeling like you need to protect yourself from outside energies. What you're moving into this week, because of the shifting in energy, is the High Priestess, and that's the second major arcana. And the High Priestess is basically starting, probably even now, or by the first, is that you will see things from a different perspective. And that's exactly what I was talking about in the rebuilding. You will start to see the differences in who or what you have become, basically overnight. Well, it feels like it overnight. We have had to have the ability to shift and change for the shift and change to actually occur. But the High Priestess lives in rarefied air. Not very many people are there, which means you cannot tell, you, as much as you'd love to, it's not feasible to tell others what they cannot understand. And that is something you're going to have to learn, is who can understand and who can't, and who do you tell, and who do you just sort of nod and smile and say, yeah, that's very interesting. Because when the person is not ready to hear, they cannot hear. Towards the end of the week, we get the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is very similar to the Eight of Wands, except that it's having put in the effort. You're reaping the award, the benefits, and you're pleased with yourself. So it's a very positive week. I'm not going to promise easy because they're never actually easy, but I will promise positive. Okay, and what's going to support you in the week is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very sure of themselves. They know exactly what they want out of life, and they're comfortable with being in a comfortable zone, and what they perceive as comfort. So what you perceive as comfort, and it might be new perceptions, by the way. Don't assume that it's what you used to like is what you still like. For instance, if you love pumpkin pie, and then this week you're offered apple pie or pumpkin pie, and you go, oh, but I really want the apple pie, which is really strange because I love pumpkin. Don't assume that you still love pumpkin. Maybe you now love apple pie. Okay, yes, I know, weird simile, but that's an example. And also what's going to support you is Eight of Pentacles is, and the Eight of Pentacles is basically that you do know what you're doing. You have been through the ringer. And so you're comfortable with who you are and what you're doing. And you're going to find when people, and all of us have been there, we've all been treated like we're strange or different because we are strange and different. And it's hurt in the past. You're going to probably find that you just look at them and go, oh, yeah, that's fine. However you feel, that's fine. It's perfectly all right how you feel. You're not going to be caught up with it. You're not going to own other people's stuff. So the other thing that's going to happen this week, and this is really positive, is Three of Wands, is that you are going to be taking control of your own life. And that is one of the basic precepts of being spiritual or growing, is that you are the one who owns your own life. You take control of it. You don't hand it off to other people. I mean, you just, certain things, other people may have more knowledge, and you ask them to do the work for you, but you still need to be the one in charge. You need to be the one that says, okay, this is how it is. This is how I feel. Even if you don't know what you're talking about, you need to, but this is your life. You are the one who owns it. And the last card is Ace of Pentacles, and I love this for everybody. It's a physical earth, but it's a physical earth that's full of abundance, and that's all forms of abundance. It's not as good as the Empress, but there's a lot of energy in it, and a lot of shifting and changing. So this is a week of rebuilding. But the other thing that the cards have been saying all along, which I find hilarious, balance. You need to stay in balance. And nobody needs to do anything, honestly. But balance is the most one of the most important things, which includes grounding. Being grounded, which if you don't know how to ground, visualize roots of a tree down into the center of the earth. Visualize all the old dirty energy going out, all clean, fresh energy coming in, and filling you up till you feel good. Then you can bring the star energy in, and mix it with the old energy if you like. But that's basically what grounding is. It's just putting your feet on the ground. And you can do that with imagination. You can walk barefoot in your house. I wouldn't do that in my house because my basement is really cold. My floor freezes and my feet would be freezing. But use your imagination. And the imagination is the language of the universe or the spiritual growth. What you do, what you imagine has consequences, has truth in it. Okay? And I know that's a very hard concept for people to grasp, but they don't understand it. It took me a long time to figure that out, that what I feel, what I think becomes part of my history, and part of who I am. Anyhow, just forewarning, I have a live coming up at 1:15 with Elizabeth, and so this is going to be a short one this week, but I will be back either tomorrow or later tonight to do the last one air.
Depending on
how tired
long.
We are.
Yeah, how long Elizabeth takes.
And Elizabeth has been known to take 2 hours.
Minimum.
No, she's never gone over 2 hours.
No, because we don't let her, neither do her dogs.
Yeah, her dogs get in there and say, hey, Mom.
And that will be either here on YouTube or on Facebook.
We are going to try and do it on YouTube, but sometimes YouTube won't let us. I'm not sure if it's YouTube or the program I use, but yeah, good luck. So when I do it, it's a hit or miss. So we're either here. Tuned. Yeah, stay tuned. We will be back, maybe.
Eventually.
Yeah. So,
excuse me.
How is everybody?
So, you ready for questions?
I'm ready for questions.
Amethyst says, hi, ladies. Mimi asks, hello, how does Dario feel about me now?
I think he's in a really, really grumpy mood, and it has nothing to do with you. He's just grumpy, and so every time I talk to him, he just grumps at me. And basically, he says, I like her well enough. But you got to remember, he's being really grumpy, and I wouldn't pay too much attention to what he's saying at the moment, honestly. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Random Page Inc. says, hi.
Hi.
Maria Herrera says, hello, both. Lily B says, hello. Has my current partner ever cheated on me recently?
Recently?
Yep.
I get no.
Or has he met someone behind my back? I feel like that's the same.
I think that would be, well, it could be slightly different. At the moment, he hasn't cheated on you. Is he talking to other people? Definitely yes. Is he talking to other people with the intentions of cheating on you? If you're looking for it, it's going to happen. So there goes my bead. So if you have that fear, look at it very closely, figure out why, see if it's your fear or it's a truth, if it's valid, and then you need to make a decision. Because if you're in a relationship and you don't trust the guy, you really need to rethink what is your priority. Is this what you want in your life? And so if the guy is not trustworthy, don't go around feeling sorry for yourself and I've been done wrong. Get out of the relationship, get into a good one. You're more valuable than that. And if it's just that you're very insecure, then figure out why you're insecure. And please Work on that. Because if you've got a good relationship, you're going to mess it up by not trusting that other person when they have no reason not to be trusted. And how many times has somebody gone and said, well, they figured I was cheating, so why not do it? So don't create a self-fulfilling prophecy. And if you have had in the past reason to know that he's cheated, look at yourself and demand and respect yourself. And when you respect yourself, he will have to respect you or he'll move on. So this is a very important question. But the question is for you, it's not for him. So I recommend highly that you look and see what you feel. And there are people out there who can help you if that's what you're interested in, growing and maturing in the energies. Okay? And that's not the answer you wanted. But I think I think that what you're dealing with is very difficult, but it has to do with your own self-respect. Okay.
The Random Page Inc. asks, what should I do?
I don't know.
Go left instead of right.
Yeah.
Up instead of down.
What should you do? First of all, I guess this is a spiritual teaching day. First of all, stand in your power. Look at who you are. And be assured that the most important person in your universe is you, not somebody else, you. And that you are valuable and that you deserve to be treated with respect and honor. And if you're not, then it's time to move on. And the first person to treat you with respect and honor has got to be you. No one else can do it for you. And if you don't honor and love yourself, nobody's going to do it for you. Else is going to do it. So think about it seriously. And look at what, and everybody knows what's the best thing for them. And what stops us from doing the best thing for us is society has taught us to be afraid of everything. So if you're afraid and you know what they think the answer is, then just do it. Okay? Just do it. Just like Nike says.
Amethyst asks, when is love coming, please?
Again, it comes down to self-worth, self-value. The more you love yourself, the more you value yourself, the faster love will come in. And my mom was 87, and she had guys hitting on her all the time. Made her very annoyed, to be honest, because she wanted to be left alone. But my mother had a great deal of self-value. And so even at that age, she attracted suitors. So love can come in at any time, and the way to make sure it happens is to value yourself highly. Other than that, given that you should be developing a great deal of self-love for yourself, a great deal of self-love, it probably is going to happen in the early spring, right about the time the flowers are on the trees. And if it doesn't, I suspect I expect it will. Well, good luck.
Nanny Drea asks, has my ex ever done witchcraft on me?
I don't. Didn't she ask that yesterday?
She might have.
Because we got a very similar one yesterday, but I think it was a mother-in-law or something.
Yeah.
I don't feel that his energy is the kind of energy that does do that sort of thing. I feel that that somebody around him might have done something like that, but and hopefully I've got the right ex too. But I don't feel a great deal of energy attached to that particular idea. Okay.
Car Snow asks, I miss Raymond. When will we get back together?
I believe that there is a very strong potential that you can and will. I can't tell you when that's going to happen, but I get the feeling that Raymond misses you too. Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Moonfeather asks, hi ladies, I hope you're having a good day. I am so excited. I think I connected with my dragon. I got the name Alcor. Is there
Beautiful
anything
name.
That is there anything about you can tell me about him? If the name is indeed him, please. Thank you.
You're the one that knows dragons.
Not this one.
You can't pick up anything?
I mean,
it's a beautiful name. It suits.
Alcor. It kind of reminds me of the never-ending Wishes dragon, Falcor. Yeah. I mean, he's secretive. It is his name.
Part of it, anyhow.
Yeah. Just don't try to say it 10 times fast.
He's got a sense of humor then.
Well, that, and if you do try to say it faster, it comes out as Al Gore.
Is that Luna's input?
What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds like Luna. So Luna must know him.
Yeah. But
so she likes him?
Yeah.
So he's a good guy. He's got a sense of humor. Expect to be teased. Expect funny things to happen. And when you need a protection energy, he's there. He's all over it. Okay?
Yeah, basically, when you need a laugh, he's there to help you make you laugh. When you need a hug, he's right there.
Actually, when you need a hug is when you should go for a ride in your imagination.
Yeah, that's always fun. But like when you just need to sit there and think or not think.
Or feel bad because the energy, you just feel bad.
He'll be right there with his body wrapped around you and just sit in the silence with you.
Yeah, they're very good that way.
Yeah. But when you need to laugh, he's there to laugh. When you need a shoulder, he's there for it.
When you need protection, he's
When
there
you
for
need
it.
protection, he's 100% on the front lines.
Yeah.
But I suspect what he wants most is you to find out more about him yourself. Ask him questions. Wait and figure out how he answers.
And listen to his particular way of being. It's a different energy than what yours is, and you'll soon figure out it's not your energy, it's his energy, and you'll know it's him.
Yeah, basically. So good luck, and if you need help, we're always here.
Yeah, or we'll just send our dragons along.
Yeah.
You never want
No,
to...
but I mean, like, help in communicating.
I know, but I mean, wouldn't it be fun to have a wig of dragons around?
I mean, yeah. It'd be better if they were physically here. That would be so much fun.
Well, one day they will be.
One day they will be. Andrea Perkins asks, how's it going? Who's going to reach out first, me or Mom?
Unfortunately, it has to be you. That doesn't have to be you, but you're the more mature one of the group. So I unfortunately, that's just how it's going to work out. It's the one who's the most mature will be the one who reaches out first, and that's how it will be. So good luck.
Lacar Snow says, hi, it's nice to hear. Jumped on me. Rude.
She's talking about Facebook's rude.
YouTube's rude.
YouTube. One of those places.
They're both rude. Hi, it's nice to hear you, and you look good.
Thank you.
Tay asks, can you tell me some details about my soulmate?
Well, look at yourself. See what's predominant in you, and what would complement you to the nines, and realize that your soulmate is going to be the complete opposite and the complete sameness as you are. And I know that's an oxymoron, but soulmate often fills in the spots that are missing, but at the same time knows you so well that how do you say this? Knows you so well that you can't think a thought that they don't already pick up on. And the level of maturity they have will not necessarily be at the same level you have. They may be the same, they may be higher, they may be lower, depending on whether or not they have done the work or not done the work, right? And as a general rule, men are not as high as the woman until they get involved. Once they get involved, they kind of skyrocket really fast. So it might be that the person you're going to meet, and a soulmate is not necessarily the person you're going to marry or love. Well, you always love them. That's no two ways about it. Soulmates are not necessarily the one you're going to be married to, but they're the one you're going to feel most comfortable, not comfortable, even alive when they're around. As a general rule, unless it's basically your last lifetime, soulmates are not a good choice. But I guess that's twin flames I'm talking about. A soulmate soulmate can be anybody. It can be your brother, it can be your mother, it can be your father.
Can be your dog.
It can be your dog, but they happen at different times in your life. And it can be somebody that you end up married to, actually. But it isn't necessarily. That person is somebody you feel comfortable with, you feel confident, and you trust. Well, whether it lasts forever and a day, not necessarily, but it lasts while you're in the same energy. And you need what you need for that person for that length of time. And they do come and go. And it's not bad that they come and go, because we change and grow, and they change and grow. So your specific soulmate, the one that's coming up, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let you figure that one out yourself, and I'm going to let you enjoy uncovering the information as it comes to you. Because, yeah, I'm one of these people that reads always the end of the book, but it's not necessarily the best way to live life. Okay? So I'm going to let you figure this one out. Okay, good luck.
Jennifer Schwab says, hello, ladies. May I please ask a private question in Facebook Messenger instead of here?
Yes,
and
you
of course
can.
You can.
What do you think, Jennifer? Anyhow, I hope you like it.
The Random Page Inc. says, how do you... Oh, no, we've already asked a question there.
Okay.
Danielle Penna asks, what interesting surprises are coming for me this holiday season?
Interesting surprises.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's unwrapping the present, knowing what you're going to get. But honestly, what I tell you might be exactly the truth, but how it evolves will be totally different from what you're expecting. So I'm going to tell you the energy I expect you will find. And it does appear that the energy is rather your delight. I feel that there's energy of delight, a great deal of delight, actually, and surprise delight. It's something you're not going to expect, and it's going to make you very happy. And it has you wiggling your toes and sort of bouncing up and down on your toes, and it's like you can't contain the happiness. Well, you can, of course, but it's like it's very hard for you to contain the happiness. So good luck with that. I think you're going to have you're going to enjoy whatever it is. Okay? And just seeing it from this end and seeing how much happiness you have. Thank you for asking that question. Okay.
The High Priestess B, says, hey.
Hey.
Yasmin Fox says, hey, ladies, what are my spirit guides / angels? What do my spirit guides / angels want me to know?
First of all, the first thing that popped into my head was that you are dearly loved. And I don't think it's just by them. I think from what I'm picking up, it is by them, but by others as well. And you don't believe you're loved, which is kind of sad, but you are deeply loved, and you have the right to be loved, and you have what's the word for it? You have the right to be loved, And you have the right to accept that love too. It's very difficult to accept the fact that people care for you, and everybody wants it, but nobody wants to. Nobody feels they're good enough for it. So it's time to figure out that you are good enough for this. You are good enough to be loved. And I don't mean that to be hypocritical or condescending at all, because I suspect everybody has at one time or the other felt they are not good enough to be loved. And it is a common mistake that people make. But if you stop and realize that you are part of the basically you're part of the Godhead, and the answer is that everybody, that God is love, and so you're, no matter what you feel you're always entitled to being loved. That was very long and drawn out. I apologize.
Gina Joyce asks, good afternoon, ladies. Does my grandmother have a message for me?
Your grandmother's hilarious. I love her. She says, after that comment on love, like, you want to talk to me? And she basically says that she's also sending her love. But your grandmother has a wonderful sense of humor, by the way. No, this is really funny. She says she wants you to go out there and slay dragons, not dragons, lions. I don't know where the dragons came from, but go out there and slay lions. And it's almost like she's telling you something that she that's sort of a code between the two of you. And because she's got a big grin on her face when she says it. And basically she says it with a great deal of love and a big smile on her face. And she also says, I have complete faith in you. Okay.
Estarzi says, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing. Big love and hugs. Question is, how does my mystery person feel about me?
Mystery person wishes you were not a mystery. It was no longer a mystery. And that the two of you were well acquainted, at least enough so that you could start developing things in a very positive way. And the person has a good sense of humor, by the way, which I find paramount. Too much sense of humor, though, you want to duck and run. But he has a good sense of humor, and I don't feel that your mystery person's going to be a mystery much longer. Good luck. I hope that's soon.
Miriam Rashid asks, hello, I was wondering if my spirit guides have any messages for me on how I can improve my vision to see more. Carrots.
Practice. They say practice. They say, I guess part of it for you too is you have this ability naturally, but you have kind of, over the years, when you were young, you kind of allowed it to go away. You didn't nurture it, and you kind of unnurtured it mostly, I guess, is what they're trying to say gently. And one of the things is spending time around people who have the gift. And the big thing is practice, honestly. And you can do that quite easily. I mean, when you're driving, you can guess what the next sign is going to be, or you can I don't know. I used to do a lot of things to improve it. And I still do. When I'm working on something, I'll time myself and I'll say, okay, this is going to take 30 seconds. And it takes 25. Well, I'm out by 5 seconds and things like that. And mostly it's just practice and trusting what you get is the truth. Follow Elizabeth, follow Aaron on the
Facebook.
on not Facebook, on, because once a week they do it, like today. Elizabeth is going to do an in-depth with Elizabeth, and if we run out of conversation, she will answer questions. She answers questions, and they're very different from the way I answer them, but the intent is, it comes out to be the same. But she has a different way of looking at things. And that would be a question I would ask her if you get a chance. Because, well, she's a really cool lady, let's put it that way. But she's totally different energy than mine, totally different way of training than mine. And she's a pretty cool lady.
What time are we doing this? 1:15?
Yeah, supposedly we're going to start at 1:15. Which doesn't mean we will be on time, because we always have technical difficulties with this program that we use.
All right. Did you want to answer a couple more questions, then wrap it up?
Well, I'll go for a little while longer.
Okay. Maria Herrera asks, hi, any messages from the angels in regards to my health? Past few days I've been feeling tired. Thanks.
That has more to do with the energy than probably that has been going on. We have just the last few days, we have had a huge influx of energy. And honestly, anybody who's slightly sensitive is exhausted, hasn't been sleeping well. And yeah, it's been really tough for everybody who deals with this particular kind of energy. And basically, like I said, it's everybody right now is on the exhausted side. So don't worry about it. Drink plenty of water, potassium, magnesium, our psychic's best friend when it comes to food or food products. What else? If you can nap, try napping. So you're not exhausted it's not totally exhausted, but do know it's a symptom of the times, which doesn't make it fun. But knowing that everybody who's psychic is probably going through the same stuff, it does help. Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
B. Erla says hello, Eliz-sha and L.
Hi, B.
Laura H says hello, Eliz-sha and L. Good evening.
Hi.
B. Erla asks, is there any messages for me for my guides? Thank you so very, very much. So very much, you both.
So you've got a bunch of guides here, and they sort of spoke in unison, and they said, keep on keeping on, or basically. So whatever you're doing, it's working. They're pleased with you. Yeah, I also got the sense of putting one foot in front of the other and just moving forward with it. Even though it's probably frustrating at times. And it is frustrating when you don't feel that you're gaining anything and you're not going anywhere. Just know that you're gaining a lot more than you realize you're gaining. But it won't show. It just won't show for a while. If that makes any sense. It's all the things you're doing. It's going to have a cumulative effect, and it's going to, one day you're just going to wake up and go, oh, I get it now. And you will have what you've been trying so hard to get to. It will be part of your it'll be a natural part of your repertoire. It'll be a natural thing that's happening. And I don't know how to explain it better than that, because you know what you're dealing with. You know where you're going. And I don't know as clearly as you do. Okay? But you are getting there. You're doing things right. Okay.
Laura H says, I'd love a message from my guides, please.
Laura H. So they're all in good moods over on the other side. I think it's because everybody's been working so hard, and we got through this leveling up relatively unscathed. Because usually when it's this powerful and leveling up, it's and it's still going on. It's a lot harder. There's a lot more resistance, but there's less resistance, and we just sort of put up and well, you'll notice. Just pay attention to the news. When something drastic happens, something that you wouldn't want the worst enemy in the world to have to deal with happens, then you know that there was resistance. But basically, the guides are really happy and excited, and they are very happy and excited for you as well. And if they were here in the physical, they'd be hugging you and praising you and telling you how wonderful you are. And I think also for you, something just passed not too long ago where where you aced it, basically. So they are all over the positive reinforcement right now. Okay.
Emily Aquine asks, hey, Eliz-sha, hope you're feeling well. What's coming towards me?
Interesting. When you asked that, the first thing I saw was somebody walking towards me, and I says, well, what are you? And the answer was, I am love. So love is walking towards you. It feels like, first of all, you have, or you will be doing a bit more self growth to create that love, but it also feels like that is not far away. It's like weeks rather than months or years. And I feel that it is outside of yourself. It's not you, basically. Okay.
Champagne C says, hi, Eliz-sha and L. Amethyst says, thank you. Champagne C asks, hey, Eliz-sha, I've been feeling a little off. Is someone sending negative energy my way, negativity my way?
No, not really. What's happening is, as I said, the last few days, the energy has poofed up, and there's a little bit of old energy that got caught, and it just needs to be shoveled out, and you'll balance out. Hang on, I'm going to do a clearing. I suspect you're going to say yes. If not, I apologize ahead of time, but let's see what we can do to clear that out. That came out really easy. Let me know how you feel. Okay.
Emily Aquine, this is more of a gripe at YouTube, goes, I don't know why YouTube does not give me notifications when you're live. I just happen to see you live. Oh, it's not a gripe. It's, hey, this is kind of cool. Synchronicity. Positive for Life asks, hi, what is something important, hopefully good, what is hopefully good that I can know to expect this month of December? Thank you. Haha.
Well, it seems like it's a good month for people. And again, I see you very, very happy and very on top of the world. And again, same as the previous one. You're going to, something's coming into your life that's I think in this case it might be somebody whom you love a great deal. And I shouldn't be saying this.
Spoilers.
Yeah, this is a huge spoiler. Somebody might make a surprise visit or something, because I see you really excited and wanting to hug this person. And you're very, very, very happy to see them. Okay. Very happy.
Lori Dotson says hello.
Hi, Lori.
Moonfeather says thank you. Joy, peace, and love. C asks, do you have anything for me from my husband who passed away 8 years ago?
So basically, he's coming in with holiday joy, which is a little early in my estimation. But then I'm not a big. I think Christmas should start a few days later in the year than it does, and he wants you to know that he's doing well. He's very happy. He's picked up a few new tricks, and understands a lot of things that he never understood before about himself. And what else? And he's trying to orchestrate something for you. And I think you knew what he was orchestrating. You'd say, no, don't do that. but I think it's also something that's very positive for you. So I think you should. I think you should go with it. And I can see you being drawn, kicking and screaming, into a really happy phase of your life. You know, when I was when I first started out, we had a phase kicking and screaming, being dragged, kicking and screaming by our toenails into the future. So that's what I'm seeing. But I also see it's a really, really positive event. You're just not sure you want that positive event. So, and he's still the same old, same old. He's going to do it regardless. Okay, good luck.
Blossom 11 says, hi, how does Jason feel about me?
So interesting. Interesting thing is, I asked him what he thought about you. He says, I love her. Very, yeah, nonchalant. I say, you're going to do something about it? And he says, I might be persuaded to do something about it. Obviously, he's not in a rush to do anything about it. And I think it's partly because he's not 100% sure that you will reciprocate. But what else? I think at the same time, I see him busy. When I'm talking to him, he's busy. He's not just standing there talking to me or sitting there talking to me. He's doing something. He's busy. And I lost what he was saying. I'm sorry. But he's got a sense of humor because he kind of looked up at me and sort of had a twinkle in his eye and he kind of grinned. So I don't think he's going to tell me anymore, basically. Good luck. Have fun. Don't go in with any expectations because he's not going to do things when you expect it of him ever. Okay.
Lori Dotson says, missed it, sending love and light to you and yours. Jennifer Schwab says, the ring is so pretty. I really like it.
That's good. What about this one? That's a gray crystal in there. You can't see it as well, but it's really pretty too.
Tay says, thank you for that. I have been told by my spirit guides that I am going to meet him soon, so I was just curious about him. I have a really good feeling about it. I also wanted you to know that me and my gatekeeper chose the name Melek, meaning Master Angel King. He seems to really like the name.
Yeah, you should.
Danielle Penna says, thank you, Eliz-sha. Kylie Brown asks, has my Scorpio's biological mother been involved in witchcraft?
It appears she has. I think she's more of a sideline rather than an active, powerful, kick it in the teeth kind of practitioner. And witchcraft is not necessarily negative. It can be positive. The problem with witchcraft is power has a tendency to corrupt. And unlimited power has a tendency to corrupt more so. So it might be that has occurred, but more so just be careful around the person, and the Scorpio is not overly ecstatic about that kind of energy. Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Gina Joyce says, thank you so much. Jay Jane says, Opono Opono friends. My family is moving in a week. What should my boys and I stay aware of during this time? Their dad is resentful of us for wanting to stay in the area.
Can you help me with that one? Their family's moving. The kids
My
in here
family
don't
is
want to, but
the husband
Okay.
seems to be resentful that they don't want to.
okay. And it's a very difficult time to move. He is, yes, feeling unsupported and uncaring. He feels he's doing the very best he can. And plus he's kind of a old kind of attitude where I'm the master of the house. I said we do this, you should just fall in line. There will be on his part, and maybe a few others, maybe even yours, a lot of short tempers. Try and get a lot of sleep. Drink as much liquid as you can. And do your dangest not to engage when there's anger on, because it will fester. It will make the change, and it sounds like you don't have a choice. It will make the shift harder if you engage and are angry. If you don't have a choice, you're going to have to learn to live with it. And your husband doesn't feel like he has a choice, and he's not open to hearing reason. So know that if you're upset and cranky, it's just going to aggravate the situation. And no, I don't want you to hold it in. Go beat the heck out of a pillow or something when he's not around. But try to keep as balanced as you can. Make sure there's lots of food, good food, not junk food, good food, like bananas for snacking on and things like that, so that your energy stays as balanced as possible. Call in your guides to help you. Call them in as much as you possibly can. And honest to God, this is a very difficult situation. I actually can't see where you're going because the frustration level is too high. I can't see beyond whether it will turn out to be a good move or not for you. Maybe ask again a little later when you're feeling a little more allowing. Yeah. Because it may possibly be that this move is really good for you, but from what I can pick up from your husband and from you, I'm not sure if it's an evolution or a devolution. But something can always be learned from the situation, and it is. I can feel it. It's very difficult. It's difficult for the children as well. Try not to encourage them to be upset. Try to look for a positive and say, well, this is going to happen regardless. Let's see what we can do to make it more facile, more easy for us. and maybe it's that you bribe them with a game. I don't know. It used to be way back when Pac-Man. I think Pac-Man's actually coming back. So if you just bribe them, try to make the life a little easier and more fun for them, and tell them we're going to meet some new cool people, and hopefully that will bring it. Well, maybe it'll be easier than I think feeling, because they're leaving behind all their friends, and that is a huge, serious matter for children, because the friends are very important. Luckily, and hopefully they're not teenagers, because that's a really bad time to move them. Really bad, unfortunately. But hopefully they will be able to slide into a new set of friends easily. And I really wish this was not part of your life, especially at this time of year. Concentrate on things that you do have control over. Healthy eating, things like that. And a little bit of pizza, of course. We should stop pretty quick.
Yeah. Just real quick for a little bit of laughter. His Royal Doodliness says, or Devolution. LOL, JK.
Oh, I like that. That's really hilarious. I like that.
Yeah. Estarzi says, thank you. Many blessings. Miriam Rashid said, thank you. So much love and light. Maria Herrera says, thank you so much, both. Jennifer Schwab says, I agree. The energy has been draining. Trying to sleep has been extremely difficult. The other night, I was up most of the night. My family members have been having...
You don't sleep anyhow, Jennifer.
My family members have been having similar issues.
Yeah, no, I haven't slept very much in the last 5 days.
B. Erla says, that does make sense, Eliz-sha. A cumulative effect. Yes, I will remember that. And repertoire is a great word for it. This resonates deep inside me. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Lori Dotson says, Eliz-sha and Elle, I'm sending you healing vibes to you. Don't get run down. You both go out of your way for so many. Just wanted to share some healing and strength vibes with you both. Thank you, Lori Dotson.
Always gratefully received.
Crane Domain says, good afternoon. What do you see for me in the next 2 weeks? Thank you guys so much.
What domain?
Crane Domain.
Okay, Crane Domain, 2 weeks. So I see a big smile plastered on your face too, which is really positive. I mean, it's been how many years that we've struggled and went through strife, and it's not we haven't had that. Well, it's going to get better energy. Well, it feels like something is very positive. It's not like you're jumping up and you're over the moon or anything, but you're sitting there smiling, and you're pleased with the situation. And again, it's like you feel a little bit surprised. So there's something coming in, that the energy of pleased surprise seems to be coming in, because that was three people that I got that for. It's not a huge surprise for you. It's sort of like, yeah, I kind of figured it was coming in, but it still makes me feel good. And it's in the next 2 weeks. And I have a feeling it may revolve around a work area. So something might resolve itself, or something positive is going to happen for you, and just know that your energy is and this, I don't understand what I'm saying, but just recognize your energy is the mature one in whatever situation you find yourself in. Okay, good luck.
Lori Dawson says, I burn a white and purple candle for clearing and protection from negative things towards me and my friends on my list. Some of you are on it.
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Everybody deserves an earth angel, you know.
Mm-hmm. Champagne C says, yes, thank you so much. You are such a blessing. Thank you as always for your services, for the services you offer. It means so much. Donna Thomas asks, what do you see for me in the next 2 weeks?
Donna Thomas. So you get clarity. I see you looking at somebody and it's sort of like, you got to be kidding look. But it's clarity. It's a positive. It's like the energy we're going through uplifts you, but it uplifts you to a point where you can see things more clearly than you have, and you're kind of looking at some of what would have been, you would have, okay, no biggie, before, and you're going, really? Really? You're kind of, and whatever it is, the situation is something you handle with aplomb. And they just sit there and going, what hit me? It's not a negative. It's not like you have a big fight or anything. It's just that you own the energy, and the other people are going, I like that. So so enjoy it. This is a well-earned situation, and it should be fun. I'd love to be a fly on the wall there, to be honest.
Positive for Life says, LOL, probably my best guy friend. Thank you. Emily Aquine says, thank you.
That would be nice, because whoever it is, you're over the moon about it, and you're just sort of dancing and happy.
Emily Aquine says, thank you. I have been doing a lot of self-love and self-care.
It's so one of the most important things you can do. Self-care, self-love, owning your own feelings, forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself comes first, usually.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the top of the list of things to do, things for spiritual people, I believe.
Joy, Peace, and Love C says, thank you very much. You made me cry with joy.
Oh, I always figure if I don't make somebody cry, I'm not doing my job.
Jennifer Schwebb says, it's beautiful, but I'm biased because I love your jewelry.
I have so much fun making it.
Naya asks, hi, what is Pete thinking about of me?
Oh, yeah. He's impatient as heck. Tired of the games, of the tiptoeing. He doesn't know how to move forward, and I think you're being very, very careful, so it makes it a little hard for you too. And he's not very good at the swing and sway of energy like that. It's more like, okay, I'm here. Let's go out on a date, kind of guy. And he recognizes that he can't just swoosh in and say, okay, we're this is what we're doing. What do you want to go see? But he's impatient. He's waiting impatiently. I don't know what you can do about that. You know the situation better. And you do know, I recognize that you want to move carefully because you don't want to mess things up. And I recommend you follow your heart intuition, because his heart intuition, once you're comfortable with him, you can do it his way, but until you're comfortable with the situation, you do it your way. Okay?
Patricia's going.
We do have to stop.
Yeah, there's this one and then one more. And
okay, after that, there's
yeah.
if anybody comes up, they go no.
Well, we'll send them to the next one.
Yeah.
Patricia Scoens asks, "Hi, I have a lot of people around me who are jealous of my energy. Will I be able to record their behavior and get justice? Thank you."
You have to find out what the law is first and see if that's a legal way of doing it. But other than that, I don't feel there's a problem, because, as you said, they're not thinking straight, and they're not consciously anything. So yeah, I think you can do that, but make sure you have law on your side first. Okay, good luck.
Jay Jane says, "Thank you. You are very appreciated. I will stay mindful of all you've said. Much love to you and yours."
Thank
yes, you. Teens, I am trying to make the money work to keep them near their friends.
That would be the ultimate. That would be the best. I mean, that's a very complicated set of energies in there. So good luck.
Lily Dulo, and this will be our last
Hi, Lily.
question, asks, "Hello, ladies. Any insight for me regarding money? Thank you a lot."
So basically, if you can hang on till mid-January, February, things will definitely make a change, or you will notice a huge change there. And then something about what you've been asking about from a while. I think there might be some movement with the police or the people who are looking after that particular situation. Not huge movement, but it is a forward movement. I do feel that 2020 has, it's like I can see you in the future, and you've got a flag and you're waving it saying, over here, over here. So things are going to look up for you. And I see your father going, okay, yeah, I can deal with this now. So money situation for your family should improve a great deal. But not, unfortunately, it doesn't appear right away. Okay.
Crane Domain sends hearts.
Thank you.
Jennifer Schweb says, "Thank you, ladies, for all the hours you put into helping so many people. Blessings and hugs." Thank you. Laura H says, "Thank you for the messages." Lori Dotson says, "Thank you to the peeps who have hit the like button." Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Also, ring that bell for notifications, yo.
Even if it doesn't bother telling you.
Just double check that it's on for all notifications rather than sometimes or custom.
Yeah.
Because
that's a new thing they added, isn't it?
They had it before, and then they took it away, and then they added it back plus more.
Yeah, they're confusing.
And we'll end our little get-together with Laura H. sending out blessings.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to receive. So with that,
we're good.
Namaste. Namasko.
See you guys in like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, if you want to, it's either here or on Facebook. Whatever it is, I can guarantee Elizabeth is going to be interesting. Okay.
See you guys soon.
Bye. And we're back with air later,
Maybe.
hopefully.